Oh, aren't we all here, gathered in the gloom before the hurricane should sweep down on our unsuspecting heads? Your concern for your shipmate is touching. More fool you. There's nothing that would have kept me from being here. Oh, and nothing would have kept you from needing me. If I hadn't shown up, no sword. No sword, no skullduggery beneath the floorboards. I hope it gnaws at your maggoty guts that as much as you hate me, you're actually glad to see me here. Ha! Flap your sails all you want. We both know that I could still end you. Why? Why? Give me a reason. It better be a good one, or I swear by the fingers I still have left, I will find a plank for you to walk. Why would you bring her? I have noticed all of those things. I hate all of those things. Ye gods, do you have any idea how much deep personal work I had to do to make myself spend this much time with you, Bo, and Gaia? Oh, she's even worse than you. She's like you, but more. Can you not understand the torture? The cruelty you inflict on me? Why? Yes. Clicks. What in the name of Poseidon is a click? Dolphins click, is that what you mean? Or are you perhaps trying to pretend like you're some super secret special operator who knows what the hell a click is, and more offensively, uses it in conversation? Just say leagues! Leagues and fathoms! At least then we normal nautical types can understand what the hell you're talking about. Ugh, I see you've gone for the most boring possible method of self-expression. That way? Of course I did! I have it very well concealed in my greatcoat, in order to avoid having it, say, lost or stolen by an unscrupulous and quick-fingered teammate. Oh no, I'll name her. It's you! You are who I'm talking about! You cannot possibly be allergic to everything! I choose to hate everything! It's not an unavoidable biological reality. It is a choice over which I exercise complete control and willpower, just like I do with everything else in my world. But I will destroy you for questioning me! I eat tension for brunch. Fine, no bickering. In spite of my better judgment and best efforts, I find myself invested in and intrigued by this mission. I promise I will not kill anyone until we have fulfilled it, or until I get bored. If I get bored, all promises are null. Yes, I do that. One of the many charming things about my personality. Toughen up, you octopus. I refuse to laugh, but yes, that is a humorous image. Humor also makes me angry. And murderous. Looks like a host of crabs breeding on a beach to me. Because you can! That would mean you're allergic to yourself, and that doesn't make any sense. And if there's one thing I hate more than anything else, it's hyperbole! Melodrama! Just say the truth. Yes, I am! Your puerile claims of allergy and discomfort are gonna sink this quest before we even left the port! Dusty. What kind of an infant complains about dust? Do you know? I was once left on a tiny island in the middle of the ocean, all by myself to rot and die slowly in the sun. It shouldn't surprise you. I am such a gigantic chunk of coral on the chain that anyone would want to leave me on an island. But you can't leave me on an island, because I have the secret sword. Or have you forgotten? You need me, so I can be as big a jackass as I like. Oh, Poseidon, please don't tell me we have another landlubber splashing through the shallows to join this doomed expedition. I did it to myself. Any pirate worth his boot leather has an experience of being left for dead on a tropical island, and I am a pirate worth many pirates' worth of boot leather. Yes, I did. And what have you to say about it, knave? You're leaving. You're abandoning your shipmates in the middle of a perilous quest. Why, you lily-livered! And I might threaten to kill you a few more times if you stay. There's retaliation for your cowardice. Ha! Much good it may do you to try to force me to do anything. I may volunteer to touch the, gross stuff, as you call it, merely because I am so much braver and more intrepider than either of you. It will give me great pleasure to touch something gross with no fear and no recoil, while the two of you cower behind me like spoiled house cats. They do catch rats, you're correct. Oh, dear God. Did I just agree with you and allow you to score a point on me in an argument? What's happening to me? I'm weakening. Something about this noxious cooperation, this repugnant teamsmanship, is ruining my carefully cultivated aura of hatred and pugnaciousness. Oh, good. Thank you. What an odd sensation. to actually enjoy positive feedback. Oh, please. The floor under me is in constant motion. The great rolling main. I actually feel seasick more when I'm on land. I don't think that's the floor. Don't be ridiculous. The floor can't move. What in the name of hell are these loathsome things? I've never seen anything like this on a ship. My God. You're right, Gaia. They're actually in formation. I'm tough. Bugs don't bother me. Of course, if we had my ship, well, we could just sail right over the top of them. We could plow through them like so much seaweed, so much battle detritus, so much swell and deep blue heave. Then it will be battle! Battle to the death! You know, now that I look at them, they do have a certain burnished glory about them. I think I could discover an affinity for these beasts. Oh, that. Killing one, I imagine, would be easy, but killing this many? What does a sword have to do with it? Just take it out and show it to them. Just like that. Unwind Le Peak from its careful protective wrapping and blazon it before this fearsome army. But of course, every great sword in history has had a great name, and this one is no exception. Since it was mine, or at least entrusted to the sole care of my offices, I took it upon myself to name it. And I chose a Le Peak. I did, and your death is imminent. All of you. Death, conceptually, is imminent. Reverently, I draw the rapid blade from its scabbard. Carefully, I unwind the bindings. Slowly, inch by silken inch. One final turn of the silk, and here she is, Le Peak. I shall go first, and I shall bear this great sword ahead of me, like the beacon of intention and glory that I always knew it was, and nobody else knew, but I always knew, because I am Jacques. Shut up! Call it off? No! No, 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 no! Absolutely not! Battle! Battle, 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 or I'll hold my breath! Now that's some useful intel. Gaslighting means misled, lied to. I know, because it's one of the tactics I sometimes use on my enemies. Duh. Not for all the gold or treasure or whatever it is you're hiding. I'm here for the battle. You are undeniably the most exciting opponent in the room, so that decides me. Wah! Belief? Committed? Curious? I have curiosity. For blood and booze! Anything else is paint and plaster. Trivialize this creepy container. Turn me loose indeed. A rabid hound of hell to harry and tear at this papier-mâché siren. Aye, but it is and could never have been otherwise. Bow before the blade of justice, Le Peak. It shall prick your conscience, and evil shall bleed from you into the unforgiving ground. This is starting to hurt my eyes. What? Capitulate? Cave? Cower? I disagree violently with this entire concept. I agree. Well, I did it. If it weren't for the sword, we'd be swarmed by roaches. Is that what you want, Miss Package? I am Jacques. I'm the holder of Le Peak. Yeah, that too. Wondering about me without my permission, eh? I am from the sea. My mother was a gale, and my father a column of thunder. Pegwell Bay, just east of Ramsgate. Oh, well, I got this peg leg from a fierce battle with the seven-headed hydra known as Penelope. Imagine being made of so many different types of object. Pens with their stabbing and staining, paper clips morphing into phantasmagorical shapes. And what sailor has ever survived an encounter with glue of such super strength as to stick their fingers together? And I know more about that ocean than your painted swells can ever tell. Well, when a sailor scrubs the deck of a ship at sea, the goal is to scrub the salt water deeper into the wood, because it prevents wood-eating bacteria from growing. I do all the scrubbing myself, as my own crew seems to be on permanent bloody holiday. Aye, sewage, the true scourge of the seas. Well, go ahead, you scallywag. You think I haven't heard it? Nothing cool about it, blackguard. I will destroy you! But it means you'll be destroyed. Love? Think ye I look for love? Your insolence brings you only death. Dear sweet Davy Phones! If you insist on reducing everything to its simplest expression... Yes, I am going to kill you. Oh, you require an accounting? You insulted and demeaned me. You passed judgment on an existence you could not possibly understand or hope to equal. You belittled me! Maybe you didn't. Do you legitimately imagine anything that cascaded out of that Brobdingnagian mouth of yours could shock me? But you exist, and you're here, and I have to end something. I am no queen. I am no king. I am purely scourge. I am without confines. The way the sea is without confines of a bank, or a riverbed. It is endless and all-encompassing in its merciless endlessness. Bear witness to your undoing. Can you not feel it? Do you beg for quarter? For mercy from the most murderous, blood-eyed codger to plough the fathomless flood? Of course I am! I am killing you, right now! I'm tearing you limb from limb and dangling your bits from the rigging to tempt the crows. Oh, but I am. I'm filleting your sorry rind. Do you honestly believe I could be shocked? In my mind? Damn your hide, speculative! It's as real as the snap of sail in the wind, the squish of flesh and bone as it makes way for my blade. You lily-livered worm. What, is it too much for you? Huh? Too much glorious gore? I like it. Nice. Nice to each other. What glory is there in nice? What power? What grand violent adventure is being nice? I shudder to think of the world you would create. My skin crawls with the lice of insidious niceness, shrunken beings squirreling themselves into the goat cage of niceness. Dear sweet Davy Phones, what would you have but a world where no one wants to make waves? Will no one rock the boat, hey? Will no one dare to hang from the bowsprit, cutlass flaring, and declare in a bellow that they will no longer be nice? Yes, my newest neophyte. I am woe. Nothing. I want to be clear. If I see you again, if your shadow touches even the desiccated cork in the dust-crusted neck of this wretched bottle, I will kill you. Flee me, knave, for I am the fearsome Captain Jacques Pierrot, the plague of the high seas. What did you say? How is this possible? I am very woe of the deepest and most terrible kind. Blimey. I can see my own hand rendering you like a fish still wriggling on the deck, and you're standing there talking with lungs full of free air? What do you get, if it's not the violence of the murder I do on ye? How dare your lips mouth round such traitorous syllables? I would if I could, and I can. It is the world of swashbuckling and a rum sun, where I am pistol-proof. It is, and does as ye should. But be wary with your familiarity. A hearty may tolerate the rats, but he will still skewer 'em when the hunger sets in. Well, how can you not know my name? I am woe unto mine enemies. No, that's true, you blackguard. You know, before I had my own ship, if someone on the crew had started spouting the kind of nonsense you're dripping out your gob, they would make him walk the plank with his jaw stuffed in his mouth. But you haven't heard my moniker say, closely whispered in the passageways of your nightmares? I need a new PR manager then. Pirate relations before you even ask. Insects. If only I had 10,000 crushing boot heels, I'd have 10,000 delicious, crispy flapjacks. Then I have a many-tentacled hermit crab I would like to introduce you to. Sounds like you two would hit it off. You see, I told you, I cannot be shocked. I am the fearsome Captain Jacques Pierrot. I am the plague of the high seas. I deal in death, spectacle, and warning. Well, I say it in French, because French is scarier. Formidable, maybe. Depends on who they are. Most I've encountered from this godforsaken flagon have been repulsively skittish. Aye, indeed. The craving for mayhem is unrelenting. I will try to kill anyone you bring onto my ocean. If they don't die, we'll see. Of course you've not heard a word as long and treacherously spelled as Brobdingnagian. Poetry. Never could stomach the stuff. Hold fast there. I do not speak beautifully. I spout the macabre. I vomit forth danger and horror. There is nothing beautiful in my world, least of all my damned self! Damn. Oh, nothing. I was hoping you would argue with me and I could try and kill you again. It makes me growl when people are conciliatory. No! Haven't you been paying attention? I want conflict! One more first step out of you, and I swear to Davy Phones I'll swing you from the yardarm! This does not shock me. Are ye disrespecting my ship? Oh, glorious! Thanks be to all the corpses suspended in the sea. Someone has finally been stupid enough to truly boil my bile! Are ye disrespecting my ship? Pipsqueak, is it? So it's my size you choose to strike first. An easy catch to snare for a lazy fisherman. Your fear, yes. Your fear fills you as my rage fills me. Let them meet like clashing thunderheads and bleed their hot pitch into the tumbling sea. Let there be blood. I load my cannon with heavy iron rounds to tear through anything and everything you might pray to put between us. How dare you? Even if I did use seeds in my horrible hands, they would be more deadly than curare! Oh, there you go again, you two-legged thesaurus! You toss words in my face like so many netted squid that I find that they strike me. It, disappoints me. They strike me. Watch your step, landlubber. My fathomless depths are ripe for plumbing. But they might swallow you whole. Explain yourself. You've picked up one smidge of strategy from some painted tavern doxy, and you imagine yourself my equal? Ha! The gal! The muxie! My pantaloons tent in anticipation. Oh, I am a table. I am boring. The end. Sails above, I am the word. Ah, deeper water. You know, I've just remembered that I have to swab the deck. Yeah, the deck needs a good swabbing before I do any intercourse. I mean, killing and battling and all the other lovely violent things. Yeah, so, another time, post-swab, you bastard. Yes, graphic. What the hell is the point of life if it's not graphic? My God. You'd rather live a life where everything is in pastels, and it's never too hot, and never too cold, everyone is pleasant, and the coffee is always a little too fancy, and a little too expensive. But you just can't help yourself. Give me blood or give me nothing. Show me gore or show me no more. In fact, get out before I satisfy my graphic needs with your entrails! Ah, and now we are in new waters. The violence has a different flavor here. The flavor of true hatred and destruction. Think of eating a hot coal, burning from the inside out, as it sticks and stalls in ye trembling throat. All the waters in all the seas could not quench this fire. Nobody disrespects the San Bartolomeo. I am not impressed. I am workshopping the name even now! I am clearly not any more or less characterized by my rear end because of your appallingly underwhelming level of literacy! Flee before me, scum! I hate you, and not in a good way! Huh. You're back. I have to say, it is difficult to surprise me. I'm so accustomed to being disappointed and enraged by turns that genuine shock is a sea lane less travelled. I thought for one reason or another you'd have given me a wide berth. Well, in any case, I would hope at the least you're not wool-headed enough to put yourself in danger without a good reason. And yes, before you ask me, you're absolutely in danger right now. You're around me, aren't you? Don't be a boob. So, what reason have you for returning to the lair of the beast? Ha! Your idiocy ignites the fires in me. The fires of rage! The fires of battle! Still an idiot, I see. I like no one! I would have thought that to be fairly plain. So, what lamb to slaughter have you to put forward? You're telling me you found a female hidden in the recesses of this house that would actually come face to face with the harried horror of the bounding main, and therefore worth many names. Who? Who? Who am I to meet and do fierce business with? You, woeful, Woeful indeed, full of the woe I inflict on any enemy, every land-lubbing bill-sucker foolish enough to cross me path. What sacrilege do you spout at me? Bo isn't fit company for a bilge-rat. She's a thief, a pretender, a scallywag, a lout. By now you should know how accomplished I am in the art of blind and directionless hatred. But Bo tasks my skills to their breaking point. That is how much I hate her. She has tried to steal from me more than once. The single most precious possession of my life. I would have to be hung up by my toenails and flayed with a dull blade before I would have to be forced to sit through a nice dinner with multiple courses and have wine pairings before I would even consider doing anything with Bo. An adventure, you say? Oh, you must have owned a dictionary as a child. You want to what? Oh, for the love of dating phones, what nonsense is this? I am not a flirter. I do not flirt. As far as I'm concerned, flirting is something people do when they haven't the bollocks to get right down to the business of killing. Ye gods, like my time has any value. What am I going to do? Brandish my pink plastic fear poker harder? Sail nowhere faster? Frighten my own shadow with even more bone-rattling intensity? Even thinking about how useless I am lights the fires of demonic rage in my sun-charred heart. If rage is my companion, nemesis, and bedfellow, might as well get down to it and follow where the blazing ire leads. What madness possesses you? But what am I talking about? Of course you did. Just stop it at once, I say. Do not think that because I didn't kill you the first time we met, that I'm above doing so now. Dear sweet Davy Phones, in 100,000 turns of the stars, it would never have occurred to me that there existed someone more deranged than myself. And yet here you are. It seems I must come up with another way to frighten you out of my arbor. Ha! What an excellent opportunity you provide me to use my cunning intellect. If I cannot dissuade you with violence, I must use guile. I have already begun by whispering this revelation to myself instead of speaking it aloud at full volume. It is impossible that you can hear my whisper. I am indeed a genius. I can think of one way, and only one way, for us to be together in the way you wish, the way you seem to be implying with your words and your berserker. My God, what a glorious new mantle to place around my burdened and bull-like shoulders. I am indeed a berserker. And should you have any misapprehensions that I will cease to be so, allow me to put your mind at ease. I shall only become more berserk, more insane, more rabid as time goes on. Should you scurry away yet again and return in a day, a week, a month, you should find me even more so myself than the dreadful delight you see before you. In fact, you've just given me an idea. Ah, yes. The fear scuds across your coward's mug, the way a wisp of cloud tries to hide from a blazing sun. You will go. You will leave me, and you will find me a gift. A gift, I say! The only gift that would ever matter to me. You will find me an adventure. A great expedition worthy of this berserker in boots. Adventure. To any question, it is the answer. To any loss, it is the finding. To any rage, it is the balm that creates the beautiful destruction and so assuages the soul-deep burn of unmet ire. Bring this adventure back to me. Find it, or mold it from your own flimsy, cake-soft fingers, and bring it here. Return without it, and face my wrath. Return with an adventure unworthy, and there will be wrath, but also mockery. That's right. You have mocked me, and I shall mock you. The patch will cover the other eye, ha-ha! And we shall see how long it takes your gelatinous self-respect to melt to go. You, not at all more like, you ship-jumping rat. Was I not clear? Have you returned without my adventure? Or have you returned with an adventure so puny, so inconsequential, that it can hide in those stupid, tight little afterthoughts you call pockets? Nothing is safe from my whip-crack dissatisfaction. Come back without it again, and you will beg for the release of the locker before I have done. Well, I've not felt quite this elevated since... my God, since I can remember. What a jape! What a rip-roaring ramble through daring, danger, death, and great deeds. Have you seen? Have you noticed? Shield your eyes if you must. That's right. Oh, do you? I am mobile! Indeed! My new friends here are really quite amenable and exceedingly well disciplined. All I need to do is issue the command and they muster en masse beneath my bottle and then we're off. I'm unstoppable! I'm a force! And when we do stop to drink rum and swap wild tales of our exploits, I find I quite enjoy their humour. I believe that as a species they may have gotten a somewhat undeservedly poor reputation. They're quite funny. Oh, yes, quite. Quite true. Up your own arse, I bet. And after all, couldn't the same things be said about me? With the possible exception of huge. Although in recent days I've begun to think that perhaps there might be some advantages to how I am sized. But enough of this tomfoolery. What brings you back to the foot of the ocean's own overthrow? Here? The mantelpiece? No. We need to meet at the boxes. So many of them. Just one of me. Truly, you've disrupted me for that? To see if you could hurt me? Never! I am never cool. I am fire. I am boiling oil. I am lava! Have we met? Never mind, is it? I see. You believe you can back off this path, huh? You think somehow in your distorted brain that I will forgive or forget or release you from the bind into which you've placed your own scrawny, gruel-gulping throat. Well, I won't. I'm not any kind of fool. Least of all the kind who would turn his back on an enemy so witlessly and brazenly declared. Get out. Flee if you can. Live in the shadows and fear the penetrating sun of my gaze. Should it fall upon you again, your roasting will be slow. And of a vomitous stink. How dare you? You would throw a moment of quietude back in my face. You would dare the unleashing to attempt to... What? Blackmail me? And I am infinitely smarter and more fearsome than you. Why, you insolent, black-hearted knave of no nation! You're enjoying this. Yeah, you do that. Take your head and get out. Don't you dare come back. What? With what deluded notions of self do you come here and treat me this way? How dare you? Give me a reason. Cruelty for no reason. Cruelty without glory. Cruelty without overwhelming and implacable rage. Cold cruelty. There are names for people like you. Names that we of honor do not dignify with breath. You horn-swaggling snail. Blighter. Tormentor. Coward. Damn it, I don't understand. Before that bloody quest, I would have shredded you. I would have played targets on your organs and laughed as your blood painted the glass of this bottle. Something has happened to me. I was a fool. I left the sanctum. I met, I trusted, I tried, and it has weakened me. I am no better than those weak and simpering faceless I grind to dust under my pillaging flag. I cannot go back, can I? I can never be as I was. Fierce, rageful, powerful. I have been undercut by this insidious poison of friendship, of trust. And you knew it would be this. You knew what would happen. Perhaps a little bit of both. Oh, what genius. What diabolical, cold-hearted instinct. The instincts of a snake. But glory to the victor. It is not me. It shall never be me again. I will hate you forever. I see you're still a waster of time. I am emotionally quite contained. In fact, one could say I am quite bottled up. I'll bring you high to me when you could be bringing me adventure, or captives, or even a piece of jewelry, or a fascinating chicken who crossed your path, or a dagger. But no, you bring me high. I've decided that I do not hate you. I doubt we shall ever be close bosom companions, but I will not kill you. I may occasionally try to kill you, truth be told, but that is my nature. And in your case, I do not necessarily mean it as anything personal. As closely as I could approximate the concept of friendship, to be truthful, the word sticks in my throat like an overripe date. We are friends. Ask nothing of me. And don't push your luck with smiling or waving or trying to pat me on the shoulder or anything. But I do not hate you. and I will not kill you. Congratulations. There are very few beings on my list of do not hate, will not kill, trapped within tubular, glassy confines. And now I'm off. Myself and my army, off to the horizon and beyond, in search of good violence and glory. Well, I am nothing if not honourable. And if my side of the bargain entails rolling heedlessly in the sheets until we are sweat-soaked and exhausted, then so be it. You will have to accustom yourself to my diminutive stature, of course. Well then, even a simmering pot will boil, you prideful fool. Get thee gone. Oh? Hunting? I would like to be questing. I would like to find an enemy. You were indeed. But any good scallywag has their dark moments. Welcome aboard. Ahoy. Oh? You were indeed. But any good scallywag has their dark moments. It's a wide ocean, and there's room enough for both of us. I would like to pin said enemy down. I would like to blast my cannon with his glorious, deafening, bone-rattling crack. Welcome aboard. My salt-crusted paramour. Looks like you may be due for a good swabbing. Another roll on the main, is it? It's not just for cleaning the ears. While we're at it, all these decks need a good scene to before we crest the roiling main. Buck up, me hearty. I see a swell on the horizon. Well, well, well. My friend is back. Ugh. I feel as though I've swallowed a live frog. Thinks he can hide his little crush for the big desk. Blow him off the face of the earth and watch the decimated corpse of their ship bubble helplessly beneath the gleaming main. Oh, come, come. I've been doing research since I saw you last on what precisely it means to friend someone. Forgiveness for their peculiarities of speech and occasional lapses in comportment are very much part of the bill of lading. I have zero intention on being any nicer to you or more pleasant as a general rule than I am right now. So put that on your oar and stroke it. Good. Well, get along with you now. That's more than enough non-confrontational dialogue for one day. That sounded like innuendo. I would like to send something, anything, everything to that glorious netherworld. Employ at your peril, you lobster. In fact, off with you. Off to the boil, if you insist. I have to find somebody to kill now, and as already promised, it cannot be you. Damned inconvenient, this friendship thing. You're back. Why? How inane. Fine, fine. Nice to see you. Now paddle away. I'm busy planning a conquering. My good friend. Perhaps an adventure is afoot? What in glossy hell is a burrito? Oh, excellent. Now paddle away. I'm busy planning a conquering. Obviously, I've never had one, if I don't even know what it is. What is it with you and excitement? Positivity, sharing. Great Hades, it turns my stomach sour. Stop right there! You insolent, trespassing repeat offender! I draw my sword at you. I bite my thumb, and I express gaseous matter towards your position. Calm. Calm? You dare open your tag-along mouth to tell me to be calm? If you even knew the number of times this scallywag has invaded my ocean, boarded my ship, and attempted to swipe my precious personal property right out from underneath me, you would not be mashing your teeth together to form the repugnant, repulsive, and ultimately unsatisfactory word of calm! Delusional? Delusional? I'll have you drawn and quartered, you black-hearted pretender! You're comparing the insoluble crisis of my existence to lunch? Why, you! And you have failed every single time! That should be some sort of clue for you about your ineptitude in the arts of subterfuge and knavery! You shall never have the sword! Glass? Shiny, glossy hell, my own purgatory, this bottle, my hell, which is, in fact, glossy. I feel compelled to warn both of you that whatever suggestion you make, be it reasonable or logic or even sure to succeed to bring glory to all parties, I will probably say no. You should be flattered I said anything. I'm under no moral obligation to volunteer information to interlopers. Don't call it an olive branch. It's the lowered tip of a razor-edged sword, if anything. I hate olives. Sorry to keep up. Ha ha! And now we have the blessing of this young newcomer to do our damnedest to destroy each other. What a lovely day this is turning out to be. How dare you impugn my stature? Pow! A blow to the ankles. Shriek! A slicing swing to the hip. debilitating you and bringing you crashing down to one knee. You pant, you beg, but I can see the fire of rebellion still burning in your eyes, and so wonders never cease. Whammo! A down thrust with the force of a hurricane rains upon your shoulders, pounding your one supporting knee further and further into the unforgiving wood of my deck. I dance around your prone and bloodied body, calling down the righteous rage of the gods upon this would-be thief, this erstwhile criminal, this embarrassment to the designation of legitimate illegitimates. I crush your fingers one by one under the heels of me shining boots. I bathe in the glory of your anguished moans. Pish! And since I am in hell, we might as well get to it. I cannot hear you. All I hear is the cries of my defeated enemy. Oh, music to my ears. Ha! How little it takes to exhaust you. Yes, yes. In my infinite wisdom and mercy, I hear your calls for amnesty. I hear, and I choose to honor your pitiful begging. For the moment, anyway. Speak your piece, O one who has lost. I wait with bated breath. Since we are now discussing something about which I care, I will deign to answer you. This is shaping up to be a disappointingly easy day for me. That is correct. One day, I awoke to find the sword in my hold, gleaming and sparkling in the early morning ocean light. Blow me down. You lie. You must lie. But why would you? I've already defeated you. There is no way you could win, either physically or by trickery, so you must be saying the truth. Or at least, your version of the truth. Isolde. The Isolde? She is a mighty and intrepid thief. She reigned over the house with unquestioned power years ago, until one day she just disappeared. Well, there were searches. I believe at one point even a quest to attempt to find her and bring her home, but all to no avail. So now I'm not even worthy of a lesson from your greatness? How little you must think of me! Follow me. I can only pretend so many times that I do not hear your insolence, you jumped-up shoebox. We're going to the hold. This is my inner sanctum. As you can imagine, nobody comes here. Mostly because without the magic of those glasses you're wearing, nobody could fit. Oh, God, wait. Is it because I'm little? I know it! With two hands reverently on its sanctified cover, I slowly, dramatically slide the silken fabric off of the altar. I present to you the secret sword. Generally, no. There is no kidding aboard my ship. Recognize what? The sword? You've seen it before? Your idiomatic flippance is shockingly on target. You lie! You lie! This is a sacred and magical object that appeared here in my hold one day, and I will protect it with my life! Give? You said borrow. You said nothing about give at all. This was always a loan, a temporary state of affairs. Is that it, eh? Have you woken me and distracted and disturbed me to tell me I'm a little much? But fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on your perspective, it is not just a simple matter of loaning you my single most precious possession. You see, I am going with you. You better believe it will. I desire adventure. Need it, even more than I detest your cardboard company. Then we'll all meet up when we've had a chance to prepare ourselves. You worm! Of course I'm a little much! Onward to the boxes! I see you're back with no adventures. In fact, I felt a cracking in the air. Distantly, the sound of a potential adventure broken. Ha! At last! A spark in your beady little eye. Do I dream? Does a worthy opponent lurk beneath this domesticated exterior? I never was a fan of that one. But she did stir things up quite well. I feel there is little hope for any more adventures of that kind round this domicile. So I bid you adieu. Sweet Poseidon's parasols, what do you want? Gifts. I hate gifts. How dare you? Oh, all right. No, not really. I don't hate gifts. But I had excess vitriol to vent, and now that's done, so yes, give me the gift. And be quick about it! Huh? Realise? As in life? You want to bring me to life? I suppose that means you're having an unsatisfying day then. By all that's blue and watery, yes! I mean, can we do it now? I mean, right now? Well then, congratulations. You've gotten me to display a strong opinion. Yes, I'm into the idea. I'll wait right here, planning all the conquering I'll be able to effect when I'm... Human! Oh, Gravy Jones, I can hardly contain myself. Hurry up! You're back. Have you acquired the requisite treasure? I know I said I wouldn't kill you. I may have to revisit that prohibition. I said pesh, because battle is joined. On your merry way, little gubby. My God, I am. I'm fabulous. I'm fearsome and bearded, and thank Poseidon I still have all me flash. And now, let me guess. You can't tear your sex-starved oglers from my crested, rolling, deep blue realness? Then, enough prattle, as they say. Into the steaming and plundering adventure we go. There are so many new weapons in my arsenal. Fine, you're not a worm. Worms eat dirt, which I imagine you don't. What do you eat? Paleo? Keto? I hope you're ready to be the primary target of my projectiles, if you know what I mean, eh? Hey? No? Oh, all right. The finest captain on this or any ocean seeks employment. Plunder, passion, and pitilessness required. Allow me, sir, if you will, to understand you. These people will board my ship willingly. No, wait. Permit me. Oh, you're a vegan. They will bring money and jewelry, loose morals, and a sense of inborn security that I do not have to work to produce. They will bring their own booty. I'm going to bring them to my favorite ports, my favorite whistle wetters, the best wrecks and hunting sites, the sunsets that stir my soul, the beaches that bring tears and memories of great bloody deeds to my mind's eye. And you will pay me. Yes, I have a problem with what you eat. I have problems with everything. Haven't you been paying attention? Veganism is for people who are afraid of chicken cutlets wrapped in cellophane. People who balk at the time-honored complexities of a steak served on a thick plate and a mug of grog. For people who think that eggplant is actually something a human being should ever eat. Have it thee, oh deluded one. Oh, of course not. That would require forethought, tenacity, commitment, follow-through, and mature decision-making. Good day. I do. I think whatever you don't think, because whatever you think must be landlubber nonsense spewing from a tainted cask. Now stop distracting me, you organophobic troglodyte. Put up your sword. Prepare your soul for its imminent meeting with Commodore Davy Phones. You, of course, you tavern cat. You will? Really? Well... Yes, indeed we shall commence with your destruction. Let me prepare myself for battle. Prepare my dreadsome ship for its voyage unto doom. Hang on. Oh, look. It's you. Come to make fun, have you? Its name! Of course. It's the Queen Divan's... What day of the week be it? Tuesday? Oh, yes. Well, then it's the Queen Divan's Revenge. Oh, yes. Well, then it's the Queen Divan's Revenge. It doesn't. I change it sometimes. And now it is called the Queen Divan's Revenge, because I'm so unpredictably terrifying. And now, back off, you tentacled dog's body. Who else do you see? Besides, you are afraid to help me, because my very exuded breath shrouds you in danger and hopelessness. And now, of course I did. It's what I do. You would be at full sail too if you were trapped, homicidal, and brandishing a hot-pink plastic sword. Unresolved, unrelenting. It is a wildfire of pitch and black powder, always fed, never sated. I do. Rub me. As in, rub the bottle. You must take me for some kind of hellfire genie. Oh, it's a bottle joke then. Your first shot is fired, cannon roaring at the attack. The wind of the hunt cracking, the spray flying, the bowsprit dripping bloody avarice as you come for me. Beauty in death. You what? Well, I think I did feel that happen.